Hi all, a warm welcome to all of you in the today's daily current affairs session on EduTap. My dear learners, I hope that all of you are healthy and preparing well for our upcoming exams. And when we talk about exams, the current affairs plays a very important part. And that is the reason that I am back with a very interesting topic in which we are going to discuss a very important topic, that is the National Oxygen Stewardship Program. So my dear learners, today is the day 16 of our PIB current affairs for the month of December 2021. So before starting the session, if you are new to our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe it and press the bell icon to receive all the latest updates of the courses and videos offered by us. And you can also join our Telegram channel to get the access to the PDF of the sessions. To join the Telegram channel, kindly click on the link given in the description below. So my dear learners, let's move on to the session. Let's get started. So here is the headline from the PIB itself, that Dr. Bharti Praveen Pawar has inaugurated the National Oxygen Stewardship Program. So this particular program has been recently launched, and here you can see the date as well, that it is a news of the 22nd of December and it was featured in the PIB Daily. So my dear learners, first of all, let's discuss that what exactly was the need for such kind of program. See, we all know that medical oxygen is a life-saving public health commodity. And my dear learners, we can't forget these pictures. I really believe that you will be able to relate these pictures, as these are from the time period when people have sleepless nights during the second wave of COVID-19 pandemic, just in the search of these oxygen cylinders. So my dear learners, see, medical oxygen is not just important and critical and plays a critical role in the COVID-19 pandemic. Apart from that, it is also very critical for the treatment of various other several illnesses. So my dear learners, what will happen when we are having a proper plan in which we are going to have a rational utilization of these oxygen cylinders, that is of these medical oxygen? I think that there will be a better situation, and considering the lessons that the government has taken during that particular part, the government of India has come up with a very important program, that is the National Oxygen Stewardship Program. So this program, my dear learners, this program aims for the identification and training of oxygen stewards. And who are these people? We are going to discuss this in our today's session. So my dear learners, when we talk about this particular program, this program has been launched to empower all the healthcare workers. See, these are those healthcare workers which are engaged in the oxygen management and administration. And why exactly they are going to empower these people? See, they are going to empower these people with all the knowledge and skills related to the administration and management of the oxygen delivery. And my dear learners, what they aim for doing this? See, they are launching this particular program in order to ensure the rational utilization of the medical oxygen. And my dear learners, the rational utilization of medical oxygen will lead towards avoiding the wastage of any medical oxygen, and apart from that, efficient use of the medical oxygen, which is such a life-saving public health commodity. We are required to rationalize the use of this medical oxygen. That is the reason that we are having such kind of program, which has been launched and an initiative of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So here you are required to remember, this is the very important information, that which ministry is responsible for this initiative. It is the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. And apart from that, the aim of this particular program is also important. So my dear learners, apart from that, under this program, it is also going to envisage identify and train at least one oxygen steward. See, these oxygen stewards are the people who will be responsible and take the lead of the training under these particular National Oxygen Stewardship Program. And my dear learners, they are planning that we are going to train at least one oxygen steward in each district across the country, and these people will be responsible for leading the training on oxygen therapy and management in their respective districts. So that's how they are going to impact the rational use of the medical oxygen in the industry. And my dear learners, here some other important additional data has been mentioned here. You can go through it. That is, the government of India has also sanctioned more than 1500 pressure swing adsorption oxygen generation plants. And apart from that, among these 1500 pressure swing adsorption oxygen generation plants, 1463 have been commissioned, which included 1225 PSA plants. You can go through other information on your own, my dear learners. That was the main important part. And when we talk about that, what exactly will be the impact of launching this particular program, my dear learners, see, this will lead to, first ever, this will lead to the skill development of our healthcare workers, which is really very required. Apart from that, this program will also lead to the rational use of the medical oxygen, and it is going to prevent the oxygen crisis that we have seen during the second wave of COVID-19 pandemic. So my dear learners, you can use this particular program also as a fodder material for the descriptive paper as well, that what exactly will be the impact and how we can improve the rational use of the medical oxygen. So I hope that this particular part is very much clear to all of you. And now let's move on to the question which is based on this particular program. And here you can see that the question is, which one of the following statements are correct about the National Oxygen Stewardship Program? And in order to answer the question correctly, you are required to analyze these particular given statements as per the discussion in our today's session, and then tell me the right answer in the comment section below from the given options. So do analyze all these statements as per our today's discussion, and then identify the correct statement which have been mentioned here in relation with the National Oxygen Stewardship Program. So my dear learners, I hope that you will be able to very successfully answer this particular question. And now we are moving towards the next topic of our today's discussion, that is here on your screen. So my dear learners, here is the very first practice question for all of you, and you are required to answer the question in the comment section below. So this question is about the Niti Aayog signing a statement of intent with one of the organizations, and what exactly is the aim? The aim of this intent is to mainstream the millets as well as supporting India in taking lead globally in the knowledge exchange in relation with the millets. So my dear learners, please tell me in the comment section below that with which organization Niti Aayog has signed this statement of intent. Whether it is United Nations World Food Program, or it is the Food and Agriculture Organization, or FCI or FICCI. So my dear learners, let's find out the answer to this question by discussing this particular news in detailed manner. And here you can see the news from the PIB itself, from the headline that the Niti Aayog has recently signed a statement of intent with the United Nations World Food Program. And my dear learners, what exactly is a major focus of this particular partnership? It is that it is going to focus on mainstreaming of millets and supporting India in taking the lead globally. And my dear learners, we also know that year 2023 has been established as a international year of millet. So this particular part is also very much required to be remembered from the exam point of view, because these kind of questions we have seen in the exam, in the past year exams as well. So here when we talk about, see, whenever there is a statement of intent which has been signed, or whether there is an MOU which has been signed, what you are required to remember? You are required to remember the name of the entities who are involved in the signing of that particular MOU or the statement of intent. And when we talk about this particular news article, here the two entities are the Niti Aayog and the United Nations World Food Program. And my dear learners, what exactly is the aim is the second part which you are required to remember from the exam point of view. So I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. And now when we move towards other part of this, then here this news article also says that the outcomes of this partnership will be achieved in the following 4 phases. So for the value addition, you can just go through them, but here you are required to remember only that the outcomes are expected to be achieved in these 4 phases, and you can just read out it. So my dear learners, apart from that, moving ahead, before moving ahead, I would like to tell you that in the past year exams, we have seen such kind of questions on these organizations as well, which are recently in the news. For example, in this news article, the organization which was in news was World Food Program. So here, please tell me in the comment section below that in which year the World Food Program was being established, where is the headquarter of the World Food Program, and can you recognize this happy face? If you don't, then kindly find out that who is presently the executive director for the World Food Program. And my dear learners, I want to add one very important fact here, that World Food Program has also won the Nobel Peace Prize Award for 2020. Okay, Nobel Peace Prize Award. World Food Program was given Nobel Peace Prize for year 2020, and such kind of facts you are really required to remember from the exam point of view, as this particular part was also the latest one in the current affairs, and that is the reason on these lines the questions are being asked in the exam. And I really hope that this particular part is very much clear, and this part, my dear learners, is the homework for you. Do answer this particular question in the comment section below. Now moving towards the practice question 1. Here is the question, and now I hope that it is very easy for you to answer the question, that what exactly is the right answer. The right answer to this question is United Nations World Food Program. So my dear learners, now moving towards the homework question number 2, and the question is here on your screen. So Atal Innovation Mission under the Niti Aayog and the Dash has rolled out their first Agri-Tech Challenge cohort for its ambitious innovative agri-tech program. See, this agri-tech program, under this agri-tech program, they are going to address the challenges which the small farmers are facing after the COVID-19 pandemic. And my dear learners, here the challenge before you is that you are required to find out the organization with which the Atal Innovation Mission under the Niti Aayog has rolled out this particular agri-tech program. Okay, whether it is United Nations Environment Program, or it is NABARD, SIDBI, or United Nations Capital Development Fund, do answer this question in the comment section below. So my dear learners, now moving towards the star performers of our previous session, and here I am once again having a long list, that is Namita Vishwas, Nilesh Suryavanshi, Aarti Shukla, Yukti Gupta, Dishant Bhushan. All these people are the star performers. And why they are star performers? Because they have answered the question that was the homework question that I have asked in the previous session correctly, and that is the reason that they are here as a star performers of our previous session. And if you also want your name to be mentioned here in the upcoming session, then do answer the homework question asked in this session in the comment section below, and I am going to give out your names similarly in the next session. So my dear learners, that was all from the today's session, and I really hope that today's session was useful and fruitful to all of you. If you have any queries, you can drop us a mail at hello@edutab.co.in, and you can also call us at 814-620-7241. So thank you for joining us. Wish you all happy learning.